I would have loved when Obito was asking Naruto, what is it you're fighting for? This world, these people, what is it that you're going on for? If Naruto would have replied, I'm going on so you can shut the fuck up. I mean, seriously though, like, Obito, please, put a lid on it for a second. Now, a lot of this episode was once again kind of flashbacks, everyone in the Shinobi Alliance seeing Naruto's past and kind of it inspiring them. And again, this is continuing off the path of last week's episode where everyone's morale was all fucked up and everything. And now they're standing back up and they're triumphing in their second breath, so to speak, where, they're going to counterattack now against Obito, which it just has me there like kind of grinning in a way where I see all these irrelevant, no-name soldiers ready to go in. They're like, yeah, we're back up, we're ready to go. And it's like, you have the 10 Tails Jinchuuriki there. Like, what are you gonna do? Y'all should all just like stand the fuck back because y'all ain't gonna do jack shit. And when I just see the alliance, it's like, yeah, you have some of the Shinobi that can try something or whatever, the bigger ones, the Kage or whatever, but like, you motherfuckers can't do nothing. Sit down. And this episode had a lot of different sequences. Like, for starters, it had the Shikamaru near-death sequence, and then, Naruto reviving him with his chakra. And it's kind of funny where Naruto is the one that saved him, and then Sakura's like, I won't let you die. I already told you, I promise. I'm like, what are you talking about? You've been healing him this entire time, and yet he was still gonna die if it wasn't for Naruto. Like, you weren't gonna fucking do shit. Stop. And kind of seeing, his thoughts of Naruto and flashbacks of, like, how he thought of him. And kind of interesting that he never really knew as a kid. I guess he was just, like, naive and couldn't be bothered to think about it, that Naruto was so alone when he was younger and all the fucked up shit he had to go through. So if you look at it, because a lot of times when you think back, you think, damn, none of these kids wanted to be his friend. Nobody did anything. And a lot of it was due to the parents, like, hey, stay away from him. But there was also a little bit more to it. Like, some people like Shikamaru just didn't know what Naruto was going through. He was a kid. He didn't understand it. And him suggesting basically that he's the only one that can be the best advisor to Naruto as Hokage. I thought that was kind of touching. Again, kind of going into flashbacks, and a lot of this episode was that, but ultimately it was just showing, different people's perspectives on Naruto. And a lot of the episode was just that, Gaara thinking the same, Hashirama kind of understanding Naruto, and it was a lot of the people just seeing what Naruto's been through so they can feel a little bit like, we're ready to go. Felt a little bit awkward seeing Orochimaru and Sarutobi team up. I mean, again, I never fully trust Orochimaru. Like, it could be like another 20 years of this fucking series of Orochimaru saying, yeah, I'm a good guy, yeah. And I'm still not going to trust the motherfucker. So, like, he's there teaming up with Sarutobi, and even though he's clearly stating, yeah, it's kind of because we have a similar interest of getting rid of Obito that I'm helping, but it's not really that, like, I'm a good guy. Ultimately, it's like, I know there's something with you, bro. Like, there's no way you turn good. No. And it's really a shame that none of the Kage can really do anything. It's like, they're there as mainly backup because aside from Naruto and Sasuke, no one can do shit against this guy. And I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at the fight closely, they're trying their best, but Obito really has the upper hand in many different aspects. They really just can't do anything to him. Every time they try with their biggest technique, he just grabs them and says, shut the fuck up. And meanwhile, while all this is going on, Kakashi is sewing in the other dimension. La da 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 da. Good job, buddy. And maybe it was just me, but this episode kind of felt a little bit preachy on a couple different aspects as well. Like, first of all, you got Obito there trying to find anyone that'll confirm or prove him wrong or vice versa. He's just looking for answers, and he just keeps on, Naruto, what are you fighting for? What are you doing? He just keeps on and on and on. And then at the same time, you have the other side where everyone's just like, man, Naruto, he really inspired us. He's been through so much. So it felt a little bit preachy in this episode, but ultimately we did get a little bit of progression because Naruto and Sasuke, like, they're basically going to go for their final attack at the end of the episode. So it did progress the battle. It's just, again, I think the content in the manga, because I remember when I was reviewing this in the manga, and a lot of this was like, okay, this whole chapter, they pushed him back, and then he's ready to go again. So this is what they're working with, and they're trying their best ultimately as far as adapting it in that way. As far as the art and animation, it was pretty similar to last week's, where it wasn't all that on the art, and likewise with the animation. So for the most part, it was a subpar, fine episode. I'm gonna give this one again kind of same score as last week, 6.5 out of 10. A lot of flashbacks, a lot of speeches and preaching of that nature, but we did get Naruto and Sasuke versus Obito seemingly coming to the climax because of Sasuke's declaration. Let's finish finish him with the last attack, although how you going to finish him with the next attack when Obito's been basically busting you guys' asses? And also the Kage have arrived and they're kind of helping out the best way they can, even though they can't really do shit against the main threat. So yeah, fine episode, 6.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. What do you think about a lot of the things with like Shikamaru's perspective and kind of getting a little bit of everyone seeing Naruto's past and understanding the BS he went through? Did you feel it was a little bit like some Twilight Zone shit, seeing Orochimaru and Sarutobi working together? And what do you think about Obito just trying to find someone to disprove his ideals and, you know, prove him wrong? And how do you feel about Kakashi's sewing skills? Hey, your overall thoughts of this episode, but that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.